This tutorial is I want to show you how to use the clone stamp properly. I'm sure you've used that before in Adobe Photoshop, but I want to show you the correct way to use it, and we're going to use it in a non-destructive manner. So you'll need this file inside the Photoshop folder called Clone Stamp Tutorial, and go ahead and drag that right to Photoshop and get that open here. And the nice trick about the clone stamp, I'm sure you guys used that before. Here's the clone stamp, and you can increase your brush size by hitting the right and left bracket next to the letter P on your keyboard. And to first get it to work, you have to option click or alt click on your source point. So if I alt click up here and I paint down here, I'm painting with blue, but also it's destructive. Everything I'm doing to this background layer. So I'm going to undo that. So really what you want to do is make a whole nother layer here and call this one the clone stamp layer. You want to work in a non-destructive manner in Photoshop, just so you have something always to go back to. So now I'm going to go to my clone stamp, and instead of current layer, I'm going to use the one that says all layers, just like that. So now when I alt click for my source point and I paint, I'm on a separate layer, so I can see what I've done. I can also repair pretty easily what I've done. And how you treat some of this stuff right here, you want to go to the street, and you can use the edge of your brush as a guide. So I'm going to get this right to the top of the street where there's transition from the gray to the green. I'll option click at that point. So now when I go here, I can find where the edge of that street is, like that, and paint, and it lines it up. Whoops, I didn't use my brush like I said I was going to. Right here at the top of the brush, and that should line it up pretty good. I missed again. I'm close. I'm going to try doing my source again, and I think my brush hardness is a little bit too soft, so I'm going to adjust that here. I'm going to hold Alt. Try not to move your brush when you do your source here. So now, oops, I've just moved it up. Let me undo that again. There we go. Now I lined it up pretty good. So what I would like you to do with this is try to get rid of all the people and all the cars and anything. Let's just say that your client wants to see only the horizon and no technology or people in this. So try to do that. Do it in a non-destructive manner on a clone stamp layer, and make sure you're able to eyeball on and off to see what you've done and work on that clone stamp layer. Well, that concludes this tutorial of the clone stamp. Make sure that you're using non-destructive manner on the clone stamp. You want to use in all layers, and you want to have its own layer so you can see what you've repaired. That's it.